Welcome back. The conservation games continue, and slowly but surely we are coming to the end. It's match number 34. The Buffaloes being represented by current Zimbabwe Test captain Sean Williams. Sean, you're looking particularly well dressed. I'm used to you in a lot of white, mate.
Yeah, I'm sure, Tino. Yeah, it's obviously we're from the Buffalo, so we're taking things very seriously. It's business from the front as always. So, hopefully maybe a few little surprises towards the end of the game. We'll see how things go.
Yeah, all the best with that. Are you in Bulawayo, and what's it like weather-wise at the moment?
I am in Bulawayo, and it is freezing cold at the moment. It is.
All right, absolutely. Well, try and get this over and done as soon as possible so you can get into some warm clothing there. His opponent, representing the Lions, it's former Zimbabwe opening batsman, a partner of mine for a very, very long time, Vusi Sibanda in Australia. Vusi, hope we haven't got you up too early, and I hope all is going well with you.
Thanks, Tino. Well, it's actually 6 p.m. my time here, so we basically 8 hours ahead. So it's been all right. Australia. Well, I'm in Canberra at the moment, and it is freezing. I'm not too sure if it's that cold. If Bulawayo is as cold as it is here, but believe me, it is freezing. As you can tell with my attire here, we should do represent the Lions as well. I'm not too sure about Sean. He's a little bit overdressed and trying to intimidate me, but I'll tell you what, we'll see who's going to come second on this one.
Well, I look forward to this encounter. Of course, you've both spent lots of time on the cricketing field together. We'll move on to the toss. Sean, I'll leave you out of this one. I'll give it to my former opening partner, Vusi. Vusi, I've got a bead in either of my hands. Which one is it?
You left.
It's in my left. No, it's not. It's in my right. Sean, you have the option. Would you like to answer first? Or will Vusi answer first?
I will answer first.
Okay, you'll answer first. Vusi, you got your couple of questions ready?
Yeah, I think so. Right. Sean.
Yes, we'll see.
Right, are you ready for this one?
I hope so.
Good. When did I play my last game for the Rhinos? And against who?
Yeah, I've done homework, but yes, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yo, last time you played for the Rhinos would have been in 2016.
2016.
Against who?
And you probably would have played against the Mountaineers as your last game.
Is that your final answer, Sean?
That's my final answer.
Okay. I can't give you either of those. It was actually December 2018, and it was against the Eagles. So no points for you for that first question. Vusi, second one ready?
Yeah. You probably know that. No, actually, what is my ESPN cricket for strike rate for T20 internationals?
Vusi, you're punching hard from the beginning here, right?
Oh, yeah, might as well, mate.
These are serious questions.
They were thrown right in front of me, so I might as well go ahead and ask.
Sean, I'll give you. I think that's quite tough. I'll give you 5 points each way.
Okay,
5 runs each way.
Five runs each way, yeah. Last time, Vusi, I remember playing a T20 with you. You ran into Hamilton.
Right, here we go. Thanks for,
very clearly. I'm going to say 120 is the strike rate.
You're going to say 100 and? 100 and?
Let me just say 103.
That is such a good guess. I'll give you 2 points for that. It's actually 101.
101,
101?
Yeah.
101.59. Good guess, John. Off the mark. 2 points for you. You got yours ready for Vusi?
I do. Okay, Vus.
Yeah. Fire away.
I have played 12 test matches. How many innings have I batted?
Well, 12. Right. 12 matches. some of them he didn't actually bat.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll
You
give
were
you
there.
one each way. Yeah. I'll give you
Sorry?
one each way.
Okay, 12. I reckon it's 19 innings.
You guys are guessing well, eh? Because I know that you didn't know that. That's 2 points. Well done. The correct answer is actually 18, Vusi. So,
Oh, really?
off the mark straight away. Good guess. Sean, you have to look for a tougher one here, mate.
Oh, in which year did I make my ODI debut?
Oh, here we go. Right. This is actually, there's a bit of a story to this one here, Tino. Because I do remember Sean, first time I met him, and we were playing a game against each other in Kwekwe, actually.
Yeah.
And from nowhere, he had a bit of a lip on him. He said a lot.
Still does.
Yeah, it still does.
Yeah.
And I was wondering who the hell this is, saying all sorts of things.
Nonsense.
And I just couldn't believe it. And a year later, here I was with him as well. But that was that must have been his test debut. So I would say, 2013.
Close was.
Can't give you any points for that. Vusi, the correct answer is 2005. Right. So we've come to the end of our first segment, which is quizzing your opponent on yourself. Both of you on 2 points. So we will move on to the conservation questions. We've talked about Chobe being your favorite national park, Vusi. What is the nearest international airport to Chobe?
The nearest international airport. I know this one. There is a town in Botswana where there's an international, Kasane.
Absolutely.
International airport.
Very well done. 2 points to you, Vusi. Takes you on to 4. Sean, you had a smirk on your face. Did you have that?
No, I didn't have that. I'm surprised that you got that.
Yeah. Good answer. The lion, obviously, coming from Sibanda, is your favorite animal.
Didn't have a choice in that one.
In Botswana, what is the word for lion in Tswana?
Oi. Jeez, like, okay. I haven't got a clue.
Nothing?
I'll be lying.
Sean, I'll throw that across to you.
I only know the Ndebele version of it.
You only know the Ndebele version. I can't give you any points. I know you know a lot in Ndebele, Sean. So we'll stay, Vusi, at the end of your conservation questions. You slightly in the lead, 4 points to 2. Sean, will come to your conservation question. Your favorite animal is the eland. David Attenborough is your favorite conservationist. Tell us a little bit about the eland and why it's your favorite.
Well, it's obviously the largest antelope in Africa. So, and obviously they move in quite large numbers as well. And just going through Wangi recently and seeing the habitat change from the elephants coming through all the time, and the eland have moved out. I think there used to be maybe about 2,000 to 3,000 eland moving in that Deathflay area in Wangi, and now because of the overpopulation of elephants, they've actually pushed the eland out completely. You'll be pretty lucky to even find one there. So that's how they sort of became my favorite antelope. And also they're very, very hard to walk after. Strong animals weigh a lot.
Yeah. Majestic, I think, is a word that comes in describing the eland. The eland, Sean, the Latin name, please.
Oh, my goodness.
For 2 marks.
Latin.
I'm going to pass that one.
You're going to pass that to Vusi. I think Vusi is going to pass that back to you the way he's laughing.
I will pass it on back to him.
Name.
But hang on. Did you think that you're going to get Debele questions?
It's Taurotragus oryx. Okay, that's quite a tough one. Sean, do you know what the eland is in Ndebele by any chance?
It's Mpofu.
It's an Mpofu, absolutely.
Right. Yeah, with so much confidence as well, Sean.
Your favorite park is Mana Pools. on the upstream side, sorry, of minor pools, and the downstream side, there are two safari areas. What are they called?
The one on the upstream side is, my goodness me. Is it the Zambezi Valley? Jeez, I've gone blank. I don't know the downstream side.
You don't know? Vusi, can I throw these to you for a bonus mark?
And you can't give any clues either, can you?
Stuff.
Not with this one, no.
No, right.
Okay. Those are private concessions.
I think they are, Sean, yeah.
Wow.
No, Vus?
No.
Wow.
No, I'll throw it back.
All right, yeah, Sean, those are a couple of really tough questions for your conservation, but we've come to the halfway mark. Vusi, you lead Sean by 2 points at the moment, 4-2. Viewers, don't go away. Stay with us. We'll be back just after a quick commercial break.
Our wildlife needs help. Tourism to Africa is at an all-time low. You can assist by liking and sharing the conservation games. You can contribute financially by hitting the donate button on the Zambezia.com website. Let's get together and back up the frontline conservation team.
It's the halfway stage, match 34 of the conservation games. Vusi Sibanda representing the Lions slightly in the lead ahead of Zimbabwe Test captain and Buffalo Sean Williams with 2 points. We are moving on to segment 3, of course, where you will be asking your opponent on their career. Sean, it's going to be your turn to ask Vusi first, but just before you do, quick question for you, Vusi. Your nickname Hollywood, where does this come from?
I had a funny feeling you're going to ask me this.
I've been asked to do that by many of the team members, and all I've done is oblige.
Okay. The name actually, well, I think it's because of my style of fashion and just the way that I carry myself around. And yeah, just the way I am around people, they just thought, oh, okay, you're a little bit different. So why is that? So nobody actually had an answer for it. And then they just thought, oh, okay, you want to imitate like somebody from Hollywood or something. So,
right.
So I believe that's with acting. Well, they obviously thought that I was acting the way that I carry myself around, just my whole demeanor and everything.
All right.
So possibly, yes.
Thanks for that clarification. Sean, you got your couple of questions ready?
I do. Okay, so Vus.
Yeah.
In Cape Town on your debut against Australia in the T20 during the World T20, Zim 1 having restricted Australia to 138 batting first. You scored 23 off how many balls?
Whoa. 23.
I'll give you a clue. It was a lot of balls.
Not that many. 23. I remember I started off fairly slow, and then I managed to pick it up.
One each way here, Vus. One each way.
Right.
You'd really get it on the dot.
I remember. Okay. 26.
I can't give you that, Vusi, and I won't give you another opportunity for that. We'll stay at 4-2. It was actually 15 balls, Vus, and I remember you took a bit of a liking to Brett Lee, but just tell the viewers what it was like. Not many Zimbabweans would have been able to have the pleasure of having Australia on international debut. And then, of course, to beat them as you guys did that evening in Cape Town will be a night remembered for a long time in Zimbabwe cricket.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would testify on that because I do remember seeing you back at the hotel and you were just
Yeah,
having
let's move on, please, Vusi.
Yeah.
Program.
But yeah, I mean, look, I mean, it was, you know, it was one of the biggest surprises in the T20, arena, and having, you know, played also the grey cricket in Sydney prior to that, I think I had a little bit of confidence in me oozing out, and I took a liking to, and I've always done that anyway. Anything that's coming really quick, I've always enjoyed it. Less time to think, kind of like suit my game, and it was an unbelievable feeling, to be honest with you, Tino, beating Australia then, and yeah, it's one of those days that everything just clicked from ball one, even though I had no clue whatsoever how quick it was going to be coming. And I got a bit of a surprise first couple of balls of Brett Lee. And then, yeah, things just got back into place. And yeah, it all happened.
Yeah,
It
well,
was
you
really
definitely that evening got the innings off to a really good start, which is just what we needed. Right. Last question for Vusi in segment 3, Sean.
Okay, Vus. Bangladesh toured Zimbabwe in 2013. You won player of the ODI series, which Zim won 2-1. How many runs did you score in the series? Do you remember the series?
Yes, I do remember. I think I I got 100 the one
100
game.
Bulawayo, didn't
Betting
you?
with you.
Yeah,
Eh?
I should
got
have
100
been
Bulawayo.
I do remember like 2 balls, no, the over before, and we needed like 4 runs to win or something like that. And Sean was like, "Wusi, I'm going to hit it for 4 here," and I said, "If you do that, I'm going to lose it." Yeah. So, and yeah. So I'm trying to think how many runs did I score. So I got 100 that game. I think I got a 50. I don't have the exact number, but I reckon I would have been close to 190.
I won't give you that, Vusi.
Oh,
You got 152, but it was a 3-match series, and I remember this because I was in the commentary box. You didn't play one of the games. Was that because you had been dropped?
I'm not sure. Actually, I wasn't given any reason as to why I didn't play. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't sure why I didn't play.
Yeah, but I certainly remember you only played 2 games and you still top scored in that series, and we won that 2-1 if I remember well.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did.
100
Yeah.
was actually in the last game we played.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the way I think it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that keeps you on 4 points before we move on to the wild and wacky. Sean, your last couple of questions. We'll see. Have you got those ready?
In late January this year, you captained Zimbabwe to a draw in the second test against Sri Lanka. How many runs did you score in this match, and who got you out? That should be an easy one.
I scored 153. I scored 160 runs in that game, and I got out once to Dhananjaya.
Spot on, Sean. I'll give you some extra bonus points there if I could, but I can't. 2 points to you. Takes you to neck and neck with Vusi, and an opportunity to sneak into the lead just before we move on to the wild and wacky. Last question, Vus.
All right. I'm not sure if this is going to be an easy one for you, Sean. So your highest score in T20 is 66 against Singapore. But your highest against top teams is 58 not out against Pakistan in May 2015. How many balls was it off? Yeah, I'll hit you with the same one.
Yeah.
I think can I get a couple of balls either side?
I'll give you a couple of balls either side.
How many balls either side?
2.
Oh.
2 balls either side.
2 balls either side.
I'm gonna say I ended up. You want to know how many runs I got? How many balls?
How many balls
was it off? Well, how many balls did you face?
Okay, I'm gonna say 32.
Well, you didn't need either side because that's absolutely right, Sean. So well done.
Right.
You sneak into the lead just before we move on to the wild and wacky, the most exciting part of the game, of course. But Sean, we've talked a lot about your batting today. We haven't really talked a lot about your bowling, which, you know, I feel sometimes you are underutilized in all formats, really, for Zimbabwe. But some little birdie told me about a story in the Dhaka Premier League a few years ago when you played against Vusi, Hamilton, and I think Sibanda. And I understand that you actually got a hat-trick in that game. Now, I know Hamilton was one of those wickets. Was Vusi the other?
Vusi, unfortunately for him, he was the second scalper. And then another great friend of ours, Raza, he lost his off stump as well, his first ball.
So was it all three Zimbabweans? Or Raza wasn't part of it?
It was extremely exciting for me, Tino, because the team talk in the opposition change room that day was, don't worry about Sean, he's just a part-timer.
And the part-timer came and showed them he's a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I'm glad I put them back where they belonged.
Okay. All right.
You were quite lucky that we were playing on a dodgy wicket as well. It was a little bit damp, and we didn't even think that he was going to rag it square like he did.
As much as he did.
And guess what? I got Vusi with the straight to ball. Didn't he?
All right.
No, that came off my pad.
Let's move on to the wild and wacky section. I've got 5 cards to pick from here. Vusi, you're our guest from Down Under. I'll give you the option to pick a card first. 1 to 5 from my right to my left.
All right. I will go 5.
You're going to go card number 5?
Yeah.
It's the Rhino Run and Charge.
Alrighty. Okay.
Cheers over, Vusi.
Pull out some stocks here, Vusi, because you are a couple of points behind Sean here.
I need to perform here, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
all right, okay. So I'm going to move this here.
Make some dust, buddy.
Hey?
Make some dust there.
All right, yeah, so... So it's the Rhino charging, all right?
It's the Rhino Charge.
Okay, so you just picture the Rhino, you know, with it pushing the, you know, flipping the dust and...
Okay. Vusi, I'll give you... Your Rhino sounded a bit like an elephant, but I'll give you 3 marks for that.
That's all right. I'll take that.
3 marks for that. Sean, I have 4 cards remaining.
Oh my goodness me. Tino, can I have the one in the middle, please?
Well, you can't have one in the middle if there's 4 cards.
Sorry. The second one. Second
one?
Yeah. Elephant, ear flap, and charge.
All right, that's too easy, that.
You think so, boss?
I'm not too sure with your suit there, Sean. Unless you got something else. Oh, here we go. Nice shorts you've got there. You might have to utilize the whole house here, Sean.
Hey?
Oh, Sean.
And you got pink ones as well. Oh, Christ.
Can you see me properly there?
Yeah, I can see you. You can give yourself a bit of space, mate.
Can you see, boss? Hey, so obviously I'm quite an angry elephant, eh? I'm gonna give it one of those.
All right, Willow.
Surely that's worth 5.
No, I definitely won't be able to give you 5. What I'll do is I'll give you 4 for that, Sean.
That's a bit harsh.
Takes you to 10 points. Vusi, you end up on 7. So congratulations, of course, to the Buffaloes over the Lions. Until match 35, it's goodbye.